Hello everyone, I am Dr. Harpreet Kaur, Professor of Law at National Law University, Delhi. I am proposing MOOC's course on corporate law. Now before I introduce the course content to you, I would like to show you a picture. Now if you see this picture belongs to a news item which was published by Economic Times on March 29, 2018. Now this says that SEBI has accepted almost all the recommendations of the Kotak committee which was appointed by SEBI for improving corporate governance norms in the companies. Now if you look into this picture, now in this picture you see that they are talking about splitting the roles of chairperson and the managing director. They are talking about one women director who is independent director on the board of a company, how the number of directorships should be changed, and also if the company is raising preferential issue, how this preferential issue amount has to be used by the company. Now if we look into the background of the development in the corporate sector, I can say that India has witnessed tremendous growth in the corporate sector in the last few decades, and especially last 3 years have been very important for the corporate stream, because Ministry of Corporate Affairs has taken lot of steps for improving the corporate governance and the control over the companies. And it has worked on the shell companies, it identified certain number of shell companies. Thousands, even lakhs of directors were disqualified because they did not file annual returns of the companies, and Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code was incepted in 2016. Now, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code is having its all issues which are relating to the teething issues, which I can say, because it's a new law. So all these latest developments have been there from the side of the legislation and from the side of the ministry. But the companies have also made a lot of news. For example, look at Infosys and the Tata Group. There has been lot of tussle going on between the promoters and the CEOs. So if we look into these headlines, I have shown you certain headlines from the news items which can generate and must have generated your interest in these topics. So this is the background about this course, that we are going to cover all the legislative regulatory framework, the changes which have been made in the country for improving the corporate governance as well as the standards of the corporate working. If you are a chartered accountant, there is something for you, that how the company should go ahead with the accounting standards. So all this indicate that if you are a student of law, if you are doing a commerce course, or if you are doing a business administration course, if you are working in an MNC or any company, or even if you are working with the stock exchange as an intermediary or share transfer agent, share broker, even if you are a company secretary, in these capacities, this course is relevant for you. So the course will be covered in 15 weeks, it will give you 4 credits and it will have 35 modules. So what is going to be the plan of these modules? Let us understand that. So we will start with the discussion on different types of business organizations. From there we will come to company form of organization. What are the salient features of the company form of organization? How many types of companies are there? We will have a discussion. Then how a company raises finances. And so for raising finances, SEBI ICDR regulations will be discussed in depth. And after that, if the company has to go for borrowings, how the company has to borrow, what are the relevant regulations and provisions of the Companies Act, that will be discussed. After this, we will discuss about the corporate management and governance in certain modules. You know that that is a very important part of the company's law. After this, we will cover the business rescue proceedings, and we will go for all different types of restructuring plans, the restructuring methods that a company can adopt. We will also cover auditing of companies. After that, we will go for the investigation and adjudicatory machinery under the Companies Act. Once we cover this, we'll come to the shareholders' remedies. What are the different remedies in the hands of the company's shareholders? And at the end, we will cover the winding up of the companies and the insolvency proceedings for the companies in case the company has defaulted in repayment of the loans of the creditors. So this is in brief about the course plan. So if you see, we have covered everything whichever is important from the point of view or of having a complete knowledge about the corporate law. This is also reflected in the learning objects of the company. You can have a look at the slide of learning objectives. So from fundamentals of company law to the specialized knowledge about the company law, everything is provided to you by this course. There will be a discussion forum where I will be discussing with you whatever you have learned through the videos and through the text entirely in the entire 1 week, and you will appear in the weekly assessments also. So in the weekly assessments there will be certain questions and assignments will be given to you. Besides the weekly assessment, at the end of the course, if you have to get the credit, 4 credits of this course, then you will have to appear in the proctored examination that will be conducted online, and after you clear that examination, 4 credits will be awarded to you. But you will have to entirely, during 15 weeks, you have to attend the course, you have to follow all the assessment requirements, all the assignments of the course, participate in the discussion forum with me, and then you appear in the end term examination. So there will be summative assessment as well as there will be formative assessment. So this was brief overview of the course from my side. If you are interested in legal developments of the corporate world, this course belongs to you. So if you are a student of law, commerce, business administration, company secretary or chartered accountant, you are welcome to join this course. This is from my side. Thank you so much.